What's that? It's my Furby.
Furby loves your love and touch.
Tickle me.
So you want a Furby for Christmas, huh?
Let's talk about that.
Hi, I'm Elise from Brookfield, Wisconsin. Good mythical morning.
Good mythical morning.
Today's episode is brought to you by LensRentals.com. If you need high-end camera gear or
I do.
lenses,
I do.
visit LensRentals.com. It's
I
where
will.
Rhett and Link, that's us, that's where we go when we need high-end camera gear and lenses. Great rates, lots of selection. LensRentals.com.
Dude, you've gone too far with
You
that.
think I sold it well enough?
But really, we do go there.
We do.
We really do.
Look at
I'm
it.
serious. Let's
They got everything we need.
move on. Good mythical morning, good mythical Monday. Thanks for joining us. Even if it's not Monday, even if it's not the morning, it don't even matter. What matters is that you're there, we're here, and something magical is happening. It's the holidays, people. Have you made your Christmas list yet? Have you made your Christmas list?
I'll make a list.
That's so selfless of you, Rhett.
I mean, my life.
don't want anything?
My life is about others, Link. It's about my children and my wife. I'm just worried about them. I don't even tell them what. I don't need anything. I just need a warm place to sleep. That's it.
Okay, let's all hold you to that. Furbies are back. Okay, listen, there's a Furby craze going on. I think this may be one of the biggest holiday shopping items. People lining up. What are you in this line for? You want a Wii U? What is it you're getting here? Oh no, what? A Furby? What? A Furby? You mean the thing from 13 years ago that had a mind of its own, covered in fur, that the eyes blinked and it was kind of robotic, pretty creepy, and created all types of controversy? That thing's back? Yes, the Furby is bizzack.
And here's a little research that we did about the Furby, because there's a lot of myths going around about the Furby. In fact, there's myths that went around about the Furbies back when they were out. The first time, everyone thought that Furbies could learn. In other words, they thought that you could speak to a Furby and the Furby would begin to understand English and the words that you said.
Hold on. Now, that's the whole appeal of it, is that it does learn.
Myth.
It changes over time.
Pre-programmed
No.
changes.
And the way that you interact with it changes its personality and determines the way that it develops over time.
This is true, but what I'm basically saying is that there are programs that each Furby has, and maybe that every Furby is programmed in exactly the same way, and then depending on how you treat it, it goes in a certain direction. But what I'm saying, my friend, is that you cannot give the Furby anything new that it doesn't have when you buy it. You said, first of all,
But it records your voice.
It does not record your voice. It does not record your voice. That's a myth, Link. Now, I don't know about the new one, but I know for a fact that the old one does not record your voice. People thought that it did.
That's what everybody said, though.
It just responds to you. In fact, the first one that they made back in the mid-90s,
Yeah.
it only responded to the volume of voices. So it basically could sense that this person is talking to me loudly right now, and it would do something to respond to that. And then the one that came back in like 2005 had like a few pre-programmed things that it would say, a few things that you could ask it. Kind of like, how are you doing? And it would recognize, oh, I need to say good, or whatever it would say. So I expect this new one, because it's got some differences, like the fact that it doesn't have the mechanical eyes anymore. It's got like LCD eyes or something, which I don't like that, first of all.
Well, they're more expressive and futuristic
I'm
kind of way.
assuming
the ears are bigger, the whole thing is heavier, the whole thing's bigger. It does a whole lot more.
It's going to seem like it's more interactive. But again, it is interactive, but it really isn't learning anything new. Now, my 8-year-old Locke, that's all he would talk about. He's like, Dad, we got to get a Furby. The Furby is evil.
Okay, so first of all, he thinks it's evil. Second of all, his application is we have to get one.
And then you know how Shepard repeats everything that Locke says. So they come in the room and Locke's like, Dad, we got to get a Furby. The Furby is evil. And Shepard's like, Dad, the Furby is evil. We have to get one. And they want it because he's like, Dad, I've been reading the reviews online, and they say that there's some kids.
Reading the reviews online?
Yeah, that's what Locke does. there's kids who cry about it because it tells them that it doesn't like them, and then Chipper goes, like, my kids are excited about the potential of having an enemy as a pet.
It's a genius pet. I mean, you can pull on its tail. Some Furbies will like it. Some Furbies won't like it. They have different personalities, and then over time, if you, like I said, if you pet it when it does certain things, you reinforce certain things, and it does change how the program unfolds. It's really cool.
It'll seem like it's learning. Especially for your kids, it'll seem like it's learning. So I'm not saying don't get one. I'm just saying don't buy into the myth that you tell it something and then all of a sudden it has that knowledge forever.
So your kids want one?
Yes.
Are you gonna get them one? Or are you not gonna say because they may be watching this? As he's doing research and reading product reviews, he might see this episode.
Yeah,
So you don't want to spoil the surprise.
He doesn't watch Good Mythical Morning, I don't think. But I'm not gonna. So I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. Well, my kids, they'll probably end up wanting one because your kids want one. But I'll tell you who does want one in my family. My wife. Christy wants a Furby. Now, back when we were dating in college,
That means you're not meeting her needs. You realize that.
relational needs.
If your wife wants a Furby, you're doing something wrong.
I think it only meets relational needs.
Am I wrong? Am I right?
In college, when we dated, she had a Furby. And she didn't bring it on dates with us, but I would see it in her dorm room sometimes. And then her roommates grew to hate this thing. And then she went on a summer trip, and she went with some friends. And then at a certain point, she took the Furby with them. At a certain point, the Furby disappeared. Now, here's the thing we haven't mentioned about the Furby. The Furby has no off switch.
This is true.
It'll just start talking and doing whatever, and if you don't interact with it, it'll start pouting and demanding attention. And so all of our friends got annoyed, and it got missing. It got missing, people.
It got stolen.
And it was like, okay, this is a great prank, people. You know, she's like writing me letters. She's like, my Furby is missing. I don't think she said pray for my Furby, but that was kind of the undertone there.
Okay.
Which is a little weird.
A little bit.
I didn't pray for the Furby.
Good.
Just, I'm going on the record with that one.
Appreciate it.
And then the next letter will be like, Furby is still missing. And then the third letter,
Maybe
Furby's
this
missing.
is code
And
for
then it's
something.
like, okay, now the trip is ending, and I'm like, don't worry, they'll return the Furby. It's your roommates, it's your people that are annoyed by it. They're going to give it back to you at the end, you know, when you come back. They never did. She never got the Furby back. That's how annoying this thing was.
But later she found out, I know the story because I've heard her tell it. Later she found out that it was put in the ceiling. They put it in the ceiling of the room that they were staying in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put the Furby in the ceiling, but then
they never told
they
her.
forgot. It's there. It's still there going, someone play with me.
If you put it in if you put a Furby in a drawer and close the drawer, like make it totally dark, it will eventually just go to sleep. Which you'll feel really guilty, but that's the way to be. You're not killing it.
It's like Gizmo.
You're just putting it to
It's
sleep.
like putting Gizmo in a drawer.
But the whole marketing ploy is working. If my wife wants one, it's the kids want it and the adults want it, and the adults with kids want it for their kids. It's that whole retro thing.
Right.
But my point is, if you're gonna bring back Furby, you need to go all the way, toy manufacturers. I want to see Teddy Ruxpin.
He talks, he tells stories, he...
4 batteries not included.
Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. Can you and I be friends?
Yeah.
I really enjoy talking to people. I would like you.
Teddy Ruxpin, the storytelling bear, comes with illustrated book and cassette.
Teddy Ruxpin, the storytelling bear, turns kids in your class to zombies. That's pretty great. We need to put a cassette in his back, and then all of a sudden, every kid in the room.
What makes you the most popular kid at school? Be the popular kid. Take a talking teddy bear to school. That's a good message.
But then when the batteries run out, we're like, oh, look, he has a teddy bear.
And that's when you start getting beaten up.
Look at the kid with the teddy bear.
Now, I remember...
4 batteries not included.
I remember Teddy Ruxpin. I can't say I was a fan. I never had him.
Bring it back.
But I think the weakness in the Furby and in Teddy Ruxpin is the fact that they are actually interactive on some level. They are mechanical. They require batteries. I think that's bad for kids. I think they should go back to My Buddy. You remember My Buddy?
I remember the jingle.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy.
My Buddy.
Now, see, the thing I like about this is that this thing has no imagination. The kid has to give it a personality and give it things to do.
Teddy Ruxpin didn't have an imagination.
Yeah,
Neither
but he could speak. And another thing about My Buddy is he has this look on his face like, I'm having an okay time, but I'm not really having a good time. Like, I'm sort of just there with you. I think this sets a kid's expectations in a realistic place. It's like your friends are going to maybe let you down. Like, your friends are not going to really be into you and the things that you're doing. It's in the end of the commercial, it says, a real pal. That's what a real pal is, somebody that just kind of tolerates your presence,
And you should probably dress exactly like your real pal and carry him under your arm when you climb into tree homes.
He just kind of looks like this.
Live in a tree home with your real pal who's going to be constantly underwhelmed with your presence.
Are you going to get a Furby for Christmas, or are you going to try to find a My Buddy or a Teddy Ruxpin on eBay? It's up to you.
Or
people.
something else. Let us know in the comments what your Christmas list is. Let's limit it to the top 5 if you want to do that. And we ain't getting you none of this stuff, by the way.
Before we spin the wheel of mythicality, it is time to let you in on a secret that is no longer a secret. It's an announcement. And Link, I'm just going to give this over to you at this point. I don't think I can make it through this.
We are releasing a Rhett and Link version of Teddy Ruxpin. Talking Rhett and Links. They are going to run off cassette tapes. But the technology is there.
That is not the announcement.
That's not it?
Nope.
I just leaked the wrong thing?
Yep.
You're talking about the whole, this being the last week of Good Mythical Morning in 2012?
I feel like I need to hide.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, people. You've just witnessed and enjoyed the last Monday episode of Good Mythical Morning in the year 2012. That means that we have the rest of this week to be together as a family of mythical beasts, and this is going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. It really is going to be okay.
We need some holiday time. You need some holiday time.
Take a break. Let's take a break. Let's agree to agree. Let's agree to disagree. Let's just agree that we're going to take a break. And I will tell you one thing. There's a little something to tide you over. First of all, you may hate this show, and you may be like, thank goodness, do something else. But you may really be a fan of this show and be like, I've made this a part of my daily routine, and now you're taking it away from me. Well, we are going to have a holiday special edition of Good Mythical Morning. What? We're going to give you the details on that later on in the week when we figure out when we're going to do it. So a little something to tide you over. In the meantime, watch reruns. You haven't watched every episode, have you? No way you
more than once?
Yeah, watch it in every episode twice.
Here we go. Let's end this episode. It's gonna be black. Nope. Camera tilts up.
And we try to stay in frame.
All right, people. I'd like to thank you again for joining us. And oh my goodness, it looks like we need to stand up.
Really.
And I need to go like this.
This is interesting.
Put on my hood.
Oh, it's gonna turn up kind of slowly though. Oh, we'll go away. Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah, this is a little dangerous. These are folding chairs.
Look at what I'm doing. Oh, I'm floating in the tilt.
That was a part of the instruction. Oh wow, you look like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction.
Ah! Let me out!
There we go. Going away.